So you can see in front of me there's a huge kind of jungle. All of this is a Swiss chard and it stretches all the way back. So we're just going to harvest some of these really large leaves now to make room for, so that all the other plants around it can breathe. So to do this, we're just going to go down, get a branch, and then just snap it, either with our hands or with some scissors, depending on how tough it is. And then you can see just this is almost like a baby branch, and yet it's really, really good. So we're just going to do that with a few more leaves. And by cutting off these outer ones, it will allow space, it will encourage the plant to send out new shoots in the middle. So that might just about be good for this one. And then if we look further in, there's another huge one here. We'll snap that off. There we go, it's almost got a stem like celery or something. That's really cool. We'll just put that with the others. And then I can also see there's a branch just about here that's kind of reaching over into the other section. So we're gonna get rid of this one. There we go, look at that humongous leaf. Like, this is my hand, so that's absolutely massive and got a huge thick stem. So if, when this is cut up and then put in a stir fry, it'll make for a really nice meal for whoever's eating it. So now you can actually see through that gap, and there's a couple of other coloured chards. There's a golden one and there's also a red one. So you can see there's this golden leaf kind of hanging over, so we're going to snap that one off as well. And you can see it has this kind of nice yellow stem, which is really nice. So add that to our pile. It might look like I'm harvesting a lot, but I'm kind of thinning back, and then as a bonus I get to eat the leaves. So just take a few of these smaller leaves off as well. And you can see there's that big red, this big kind of reddish purple one, and it's kind of leaning over quite a lot. That's just because it's got a flower stem up here, if you see, and it started to kind of go into the other sections. So I'm going to try and keep it as good as I can, because I want to save the flowers, save the seeds from it if I can. So we're not going to cut that one, even though it's kind of leaning over, but we can do our best to kind of prop it up even though it's not doing much. And then we can just look through there, and if you see there's that golden one that's kind of going into the melon patch, so we're going to get that one as well. Like that. And then we'll look back into the gap, and I think that's all we're going to do with the golden one. But if we go around the other side of the cold frame, there we go. So if we look through here, there's just a kind of wall of bushes and stuff. But you can see this chard's kind of been pushed over quite a lot. So we're going to see if we can harvest away some of these leaves before they either die completely or just kind of grow over into the wrong section. So snap another of these leaves off, just like this, and then we can pull out the whole leaf here. And then we'll do this one here again. And then these two leaves are just kind of dying a little bit, so pull these out as well. So there we go. If we move these potato leaves back, you can see it's quite a good one actually. We'll take a couple of these stems off as well, because they're growing over into the melon section, which isn't very good. So I'll just take those off. And even if it seems a lot, it will then encourage all of these little stems in the middle to, all these little shoots in the middle to grow up. So if we look in here, we can see there's a Swiss Chard leaf here, and I think this belongs to the gold one. So we're gonna go as far back as we can and then just kind of snap that off the plant. And there we go, you can see it's already looking a little bit clearer. There's another golden leaf here, so we'll try and get that from the plant as well. Go as far back as we can, and then just snap that off like that. This is a bit raggedy and stuff, but we might still be able to salvage it to eat. And there we go, you can see the melon patch is looking a little bit clearer on the underside, other than the potatoes, but I'm going to be harvesting them out in the next few days or so. So you can see the melon patch here, and if I look carefully, you can just about see these melons here poking through, and you can see a few of their yellowish flowers at the bottom. So yeah, if we look at that, we've got all that Swiss Chard. That's an absolutely massive amount, and you can see, like, look at this, it's just like an entire kind of ginormous bunch, and there's still a huge amount in there as well. So it's really, really exciting. You can do all of that, and I'm just going to cut that up, add it to a stir fry, and it will be absolutely amazing. So yeah, that was the amazing beginning of the Swiss Chard harvest, but this has got to be the largest harvest I've done yet. So yeah, really, really exciting.